Say Israel. It's your brother K. Judah, giving all praise to the Most High Yah, and faith in Yahshua HaMashiach. To my Israelite family worldwide, I say peace and blessings. Let me say this, family. When I react to other people's videos, it's never to demean, to put down. It's only for edification purposes. When I react to other people's videos, it's never to demean, put down. It's for edification purposes. So I'm going to show you a video that I want you to hear and see. The reason why I titled this live, how can a man know when he is wise? How can a man know when he is wise? I'ma always defend God and his word, even though he don't need me to defend him. But man is who he used to bring forth his word. And I'ma always bring forth the righteousness and holiness and wonderful works, counsel and might and majesty of the Most High Yah through his son, Yahshua HaMashiach. I want to say salute to the family. I want to say salute to the family. Shabbat Shalom. August Dreams. Shabbat Shalom. My brother Rob. Shabbat Shalom. My sister Law Lady K. Shabbat Shalom. My brother Monster. Shabbat Shalom. And the rest of our family. Shabbat Shalom. The video that I'm about to show y'all, like I said before, God wants you to think, Israel. God wants you to think, Israel. He gave you a brain, and he wants you to use that brain, and he wants you to make decisions with that brain. A lot of these people make videos, and they speak for God as if they are wiser than God. They speak with eloquent words and try to use intellect and philosophy to try to get people to navigate towards their thought and not God's way of doing things and his thought. I'm going to open up my window and I want y'all to listen to what this brother about to say. Listen, family. Now, he's going to try to sound smart. I am going to use simplicity, and we're going to see who make more sense, him or my simplicity. Here we go. Now, to make my points, I am going to be stopping the video at times because this is about to be so easy, so simple that even a child could understand what I'm about to say. Listen to the rhetoric of black people. Now, somebody might say, man, K. Judah always getting on black people. Well, those with big platforms are trying to pull people away from God. And if they follow them, you're a follower. You're not a leader. If you allow a man to control your thought patterns, you are a follower and not a leader. I can listen to a man right now and he does not change my thought pattern or my belief on God. It doesn't matter how many books he bring out. It doesn't matter what that man say to me. He cannot turn me from my father. He cannot turn me from my big brother. He can sound intellectual. He can be a philosopher. He can tell me in 1720 AD 30. It don't matter. You can't turn me away from my God. I'm not a follower. I'm a leader. So if you allow a man to control your mind and sway you and push you like the waves of the sea, where you go here and there, you are a follower and not a leader. Here we go, family. I want to also say Shabbat Shalom to King Sean Ma. I want to say Shabbat Shalom to you, King Sean Ma. And thank you for what you wrote me earlier. Thank you. I am your humble servant, K. Judah, and I thank you for the encouraging words. Here we go, family. Let me take me a deep breath. Here we go.
Rise and Shine family. So I want to talk to you guys about using nature to push hate, okay? Using nature to spread hate. Now, leaving religion, many of us ask questions like, what's right and what's wrong? If there is no agency or no ultimate authority over what's right and wrong, hey, then what is right and wrong, right?
Your number one mistake, you just said, there is no agency to let us know what is right and wrong. You see how he excluded the master, the supreme being. He didn't already gave law and command according to nature what is right and what is wrong. Let me say it again. The supreme being, I am that I am, the wonderful counselor, the mighty God, the everlasting Father, through his Son, have already given law and command according to nature what is right and what is wrong.
Right? Now, murder, theft, homosexuality, right? Things of that nature. How do we live our lives? And so you hear people say things like, well, murder is wrong because it causes hurt to another. Stealing is wrong because it does the same thing. But what about homosexuality? What we often do is we say, well, homosexuality is wrong because of nature. Now watch this. Nature has never given any rule. Nature has also never written a book. Nature has never told you what was right and what was wrong in terms of morals, right? So we're making it up.
I have to stop you again because you just said we are making it up. And nature has never told us what is right and what is wrong. Okay, here we go. A lion don't sleep with a male lion, and nobody never told that lion not to do that. But God did already, according to his law and his command, and according to nature, is already in the lion mind not to sleep with another male lion. Lions don't kick it with hyenas. Nobody never told that lion not to go kick it with hyenas, but according to the law and command and nature, they don't kick it with hyenas. But nobody never read a book to the animal kingdom and told them right and wrong, but according to nature, they already know what is right and what is wrong. But this brother, who trying to sound so smart, can't even see that according to God's law and command and nature, the way he done already orchestrated it. Elephants don't kick it with crocodiles and alligators in the water. Tigers don't kick it with fish and whales. Why, K. Judah? Because according to nature and the law and the command of God, he didn't set the bounds of the animal kingdom, so they all stay within their nature. That was so simple that a child can understand. When you mow your grass, you don't have to plant seed again for it to grow back because it's already seed in itself according to nature. When you cut down a tree, you don't have to plant seed again because it's already seed in itself according to the law and command of God and nature. Leaves grow back after fall because it's already according to nature. Everything is already set, my brother, according to the law and command of God and the operations of how it works according to nature. Woo!
When you look at nature, you are assessing nature. Nature isn't talking to you. When you see the sky is blue, nature never said it was blue. The light tells you it's blue.
There is no light that told me it was blue. The Most High Yah then already set the bounds of the circuit of the operations of his hand, so they do what he say. The sun go up and down according to the command and law of God and its operations. The moon according to his operations. When you look at the waves of the sea, they come to shore and they stop at a certain bound. Why? Because of the law and the command of God. They don't go past his command. They go back into the waters. And they keep repeating the same thing, brother, because it's according to nature. All the operations of God's hand and the circuits move according to nature. The rivers flow, but they do not overflow the waters. Why? Because God did not set it up that way according to nature. Can you stop a river stream? It just keep doing the same thing, right? Jump in the water where the current pushes you. Can you swim against the current? Can you stop it from doing what it's doing? No. Who set it up that way? Who set up this operation? Why do not the waters overflow? Why? Because everything is according to the law and command of God and nature. Why the sun don't burn up black people? Because God did already set it up that way that we get vitamin D from the sun. Why though? Why, God? Why did you set it up that way? This dude just say there's no, nature don't tell us what's right and wrong. Well, evidently nature tell us what's right and wrong because they are destroying the planet and the earth is crying out. So evidently the earth have some feelings. Why is it crying out? Why are people dying from cancer? Where do cancer come from? Why are people, when they breathe, they get sick? What is they spraying in the air that's causing those to get sick? Look at the food. Look at the crops. The earth is groaning and moaning. But he say nature don't tell us nothing. Well, nature is telling us that those who rule the planet are stupid. And they're destroying God's creation. So evidently nature can say something. It's letting them know how dumb those who rule are.
Therefore, you diagnose it as being blue. You understand? Nature works like this. It doesn't give a damn. You understand? Nature doesn't care about pain. Nature doesn't care about beauty. Nature doesn't care about right and wrong.
So why did God make it so beautiful then? If nature doesn't care about beauty, why did God make it so beautiful? Everything that he created, he saw it and it was good. Everything that he created is beautiful. Man destroyed the creation of God. But man would never be able to destroy the earth. You may be able to cut down the trees, destroy the air, the food, but you can never do anything to the earth. The earth standeth forever. If the earth do not have feelings or can talk, or is not letting us know what we are doing to the planet, why is the Lord finna create a new heaven and a new earth? Evidently, something is talking and letting us know that we need a new heaven and a new earth. They are destroying God's creation. But he said nature doesn't care. But if nature doesn't care, why when we get ready to go back home, the Bible say the trees gonna sing and dance and clap their hands? Evidently, nature recognize who we are and recognize the children of God is soon to go home. See, the right people are not in the land. So the earth is groaning and moaning because we lost our place. But once we get back into our land, everything should blossom. But I thought nature doesn't give a damn.
Men do, women do. We care about stuff like right and wrong. Now, we live in a world that's social. We want to get along. So we do make social agreements, social contracts, and those social contracts are in a way to where we make sure that there's no intrinsic harm being caused on people around us. Everybody's well-being is thought about. Everybody's best interest in terms of their well-being should be taken into account when coming up with these social rules, right? These social contracts. Well, we look at things like homosexuality and we mistreat people based on the nature of their
which is wrong. Which is wrong.
um, of their sexuality, right? And we use things like nature to say that it's wrong. Well, nature does have homosexuality in it, family. Plenty of animals practice homosexuality.
Why you didn't show us on your video? I've been living a long time and I have never seen a male lion mess with a male lion, a monkey mess with a male monkey, or male cat mess with a male cat. You said they practice homosexuality, but where's the evidence? I don't need to go look it up. You said it, show it to me. I have never seen in the animal kingdom animals practicing homosexuality. Can you please show the people? Don't tell us to look it up. You said it. Can you show it to us? Family, have you ever seen homosexuality in the animal kingdom? Have you? I can't believe this dude just said that animals practice homosexuality and they don't even have somebody telling them that homosexuality is wrong and male lions do not mingle with themselves. Women lions do not touch on each other. Monkeys don't mess with male monkeys, and women monkeys don't mess with women monkeys. And they have no God and no teacher, but according to nature, they know it's wrong. That's why they don't hunch on each other. Who told them not to do it? Nobody. God set up the law and command according to nature for animals just to know not to do it. They don't have no teacher. But he said animals practice homosexuality. I have never seen that in my life. And I've been living 40 years. I have never seen animals practice homosexuality. He said we can go look it up. Why do people do that when they say stuff? They say, go look it up. Why you ain't just show us on the screen? I mean, actually show us a video where two male animals hunting on each other.
You can just look this stuff up. It is a fact. Well, let's just talk about all the things that are.
No, you said it's a fact. Show us. Don't tell me to look it up. Show us. And don't give me no article showing me what the Gentiles say. I don't trust nothing they say. Show me a video where you know it's a male dog and another male dog and they hunching on each other. I want to see it.
Natural, okay? Murder is natural. Theft also is natural. You notice how animals fight and kill each other to eat?
So why do people go to prison if murder is natural? The Bible say thou should not murder. But somebody might say, but we killed though. Well, back in the day, they was killing animals to eat and to sacrifice to make atonement. God said thou should not murder. If you protecting your house, is that murder? Absolutely not. You are defending your family. But you can't just walk up on the man and murder him. They even had laws in the Bible. If somebody killed somebody and the family member caught that person and killed him, that person would not be punished. But if that person waited till the sun to go down, then found him and killed him, he should be found guilty. Because you set on your anger, waited, then sought to kill him, or should I say murder him. God is a righteous God. You can't just murder people But you have the right to protect your family. You have a right to protect your life. You only get one. So he said that murder is acceptable. In what world? People go to prison for murdering people all the time. When they steal, I, I know two women who got life in prison for stealing $11 out of Walmart. So how is it acceptable? Two black women received life in prison for stealing out of Walmart $11. So murder and theft is not okay, brother. In what world? You go to prison, you go to jail.
Now, obviously, we don't see that as wrong because you need to eat, right? Well, animals also kill and destroy each other over territories.
Well, do you have something else for them to eat? Do you have something else for them to eat? Or do you have a place where they don't have to fight over territory? God created them to do what they do. Can you change it? Can you give them another way? Do you have a diet for them? This is when you think you are wise and you really think you're saying something but saying nothing. I had to show y'all this because these are the type of people that get so many views because people want to hear intellectual speeches and philosophy and vain opinion of man about God's creation. That's the only reason why I did this video, because they always try to tie in what they think they know, but nobody was around when God set up the law and command according to nature. None of us was around when he designed what he designed, this beautiful world. Nobody was around. But now we are become more wiser than God. We know more than him. We are smarter than him. We know how his creation works. We know how many stars it is, even though the Bible says God can name all the stars. But we don't want to be on the human level anymore. Now we didn't elevate it to the third heaven. And now we have knowledge higher than God. How you gonna say nature doesn't care about anything and she's crying and moaning for the destruction of what man is doing to the planet? The fishes are dying. Animals are dying. Everything is dying. This air is filthy. We can't breathe it. The water is tainted. But you said nature doesn't care. But that's not what she's telling man who's ruling her. She's crying out.
Do they not? Don't lions do that? They fight and kill each other over the right to the mates, right? Horses do the same thing. In many different areas or many different animal species, they do different things, family. This is natural. It's also natural to kill someone because they got you pregnant. Spiders do it. Praying mantises do it. You understand? When you use nature to try to say something is wrong, this also means nothing's wrong because it does happen in nature, family. Murder happens in nature. Theft happens in nature. You understand? So we have to now think about the best interest of the people, right? The well-being of the people. So
the best interest of the people is to turn to God or continue to die the way they died. It's so simple to me. You either serve God, come back to him, confess your faults to him, and live and be at peace and live out your days. Or you can think like him, who would tell you he had peace since he left God and left the church and now he on a different path. These are the people that will beg in that day. They will see Christ face to face and beg in that day. And they will say, I didn't know. It would be no excuse. Too much information. Too much information. The Bible is right in front of you. But people would rather condemn God and come up with their own interpretation of God, what they think they know. I stay my black behind on the human level with y'all. God is higher than me. His wisdom is way above me, and I cannot give him his words back in order. I cannot reckon anything that he say back in order. He's higher than me, wiser than me, more knowledgeable than me, have more wisdom than me. Who am I to start trying to get deep on God? But everybody want to be deep. Everybody got supreme knowledge. Everybody use intellectual words and philosophy and vain deceit, just speaking things and babbling. Babble, babble, babble. Blah, blah, blah.
Is it in our best interest to go around criticizing people for what sexual orientation they have? No. Because why? It has no effect on your character. It has no effect on what you do for a living. It has no effect on what type of person that you are. You understand? So why should we?
If a man can be with another man, why can they not reproduce? Why do they bleed from the back when being rammed by another man? Why do they bleed? Why do it send off a filthy odor? Because it is against nature. But when a man be with a woman, she can get pregnant and reproduce. So if you say it have nothing to do with their character, no one should be mistreated just because they're a certain way. But God set up man and woman according to the way he wanted it to be, to reproduce, to replenish the earth, to bring forth children in righteousness and bring them up in the admiration and nurture of God. If two men and two women is okay, why cannot two women reproduce? Why cannot two men reproduce? Why do it cause diseases? Why did both of my uncles die of AIDS who was living that lifestyle? Why? Can you explain it to me? My uncle died of full-blown AIDS for living a lifestyle that you say is we shouldn't worry about. It has nothing to do with their character. Well, God has an issue with it, brother. And whatever he have an issue with, I have an issue with, even though I don't have to demean or be nasty to anyone. I have family members who live that lifestyle and I love them, but I would not be around them in that way. I would not go to the club with them or mingle with them. But I love them because they my cousins, they my relatives. But they live that lifestyle and it is contrary to God. It is contrary to nature because God created man to be with woman and woman to be with man. But y'all want to get on y'all platforms, use soft words and beautiful speeches to appeal to them, for them to like you, to get likes and views, for them to agree with you. People hate going against the grain. So when we say we're against it, does not mean we are demeaning or being nasty. We are rocking with God. And I'm rocking with my Father. Whatever he's against, I'm against. Whatever he love, I love. Whatever he says right according to his word, that's right. I don't go outside of what he set up according to nature. I follow the command. I follow his word. I believe what he say. I know he right. I know he deal with righteousness. I know he don't do nothing wrong. But everybody want to get on their platforms and appeal to these people who are living these lifestyles and refuse to tell them the truth to save their soul. You never know. You might spark something in them or plant a seed that may turn them from living that lifestyle. But when you just tell them it's okay, their blood is on your hands because you are complicit with that death style. Not a lifestyle, but a death style. So I'd rather be truthful and be hated than to lie and be liked. I would rather to be hated and be truthful than to lie just to be liked.
Where's the logic in that? You're not hurting anybody. If what you're doing is with someone else who consents of what you're doing, right? You're not causing any harm as long as that person is of age, right? As long as that person is in their right mind to be able to consent to such, right? Such actions or whatever it is that you're doing. You can think it's nasty. You can think that, hey, I wouldn't do it. You know, you can think these things, but do you have a right to assert that someone is a certain way, mistreat someone, or tell them that they're wrong for the lifestyle that they choose to live when you don't have any right to do so? And in using nature to try to push what you think in your mind to be true or false. That's not right, family. Stop using nature to push your own hate, your own agenda. Okay?
The same thing he doing, he pushing his agenda on talking on his video and telling somebody else not to push their agenda. But he doing the same thing, pushing his agenda. Because he just talking from a man's perspective, with a man's mind, what he think is right, or what he think a person should not be doing. We all giving our opinion, but it's only one person who do not give his opinion. Two people in the Godhead, the Father and the Son. Now I'm giving my opinion based on what I think that what he doing and how he sound crazy. But when it comes to the scriptures and I read the scriptures, that's not my opinion. I'm going off of God's words. So I'm reacting to his video and he might tell me, man, that's your opinion or what you think. And I can tell him, well, that's your opinion of what you think. But once I crack open this Bible, opinions go out the door. Now we're dealing with matters of fact that I believe, which he may say, well, that's still your opinion, what you believe according to that Bible. I only reacted to this video because people need to stop trying to speak and interpret what God created without man's presence. Man was nowhere around when God created this earth. It say in the beginning. So that means he wasn't around. I wasn't around. We do not know the operations of God, but somehow we have become wiser than God. We know more than God. We are more knowledgeable than God. We know what he do and how things work. We don't. We don't. We only see with our eyes what he allow us to see. You see the sun come up and then you see it go down. Then you see the moon give its light. And then when the day change, that go the sun again, according to nature and the operations and the law and the command of God.
Now, I'm not gay. You understand? But I have friends that is. You understand? I know people that are. I don't have a problem with that. You understand? Nor do I judge them. Neither should you.
You heard what he said. He have no problem with that. I have a problem with it because God have a problem with it. If God did not have a problem with it, then I wouldn't have a problem with it. But he has a problem with it, so I have a problem with it. But do that mean I have to be nasty to anyone? Do that mean I cannot still use love to them? Do that mean I cannot try to plant a seed to touch their soul, to resonate with them in their spirit, to try to pull them from hellfire? He don't even care to try to pull them out of hellfire. He just doesn't care what they do. But I care enough to try to plant a seed in you to pull you out of hell's fire. Y'all better watch who you listen to, family. Philosophy of man and intellectual words and all that blah, blah, blah doesn't mean nothing if you're going to go to hell.
You should focus on the merit of people's characters. You understand? You should judge people based on how they treat you, judge them based on how they live their lives, in terms of how they treat other people, the actions they take throughout their daily lives. These things can factor into what type of person.
Sometimes you still got to watch that. I grew up around drug dealers who would do nice things for the whole community and then hide bodies behind schools. I knew drug dealers who would do for the whole community and build tree houses for children and then hide bodies behind schools on America's Most Wanted. People I saw every day. So what are you talking about? Wicked people do nice things too. So how can I judge them? You say we got to judge them based on the way they treat people. Sometimes you got to go way past that also. The eyes is a window to the soul. And even the wicked man can do nice things for his family, for children, for elderly people. Somebody can grab a woman's bag and walk her across the street every time he see her. And somebody will say he always nice to that elderly woman. But you don't know that he just killed 5 people. You don't know that every chance he get, he's selling dope to his own people. So in one breath, he helping but killing the community. So what should I judge him based on? You say the way he treat people, he treat that old woman real nice, but he's a murderer. He destroying the community. So sometimes you got to go way past the outer surface to really peep a man out, to see. Because anybody can put a front on with their character. I go way beyond that when I'm around. I won't be around. I'll watch a person for 5, 6 years just to see how they move, just to see how they talk. Too much talking make it seem real. All the kind and nice things that a man can do does not mean that that man can't flip the next day and kill you. Oh man, he was so nice to everybody in the community. I don't know why he did what he did, because it was always in him. Just like these drug dealers, I'm telling you, who used to sell drugs, do nice things in the community for the kids, and hide bodies behind school buildings. What kind of person is he? Since we are judging them based on their character and the way they treat people.
An individual is. You understand? But judging them based on who they sleep with or who they're attracted to is literally ridiculous. A person cannot help that. I have certain things that I like on a woman. You understand? I can't help what I like. So if y'all judge me for being a butt man, y'all have the problem. All right? Be evolution, be the change that you want to see. No candle loses its flame from lighting another. And if you were to ever find yourself in the middle of chaos, it's in that chaos that you found yourself. Peace.
Real cute. So there you go, family.
To read your article?
There you go. Y'all see? Y'all see what I mean? The only reason why I do these videos is to show you nobody care about God's word. It's all about philosophy and vain deceit. It's all about man trying to tell me how smart he is and what he think. Intellectual words and educated people, and they get in front of the TV and these words are so big, and I would rather just come to my people and talk that talk without all that and use simplicity and get my point across with my words messed up, slang talk, nigga talk. But the message still come across. People still understand what I'm saying, and I'm not trying to sound no kind of way. I'm just talking to you like I talk. So did you hear the brother say nature doesn't give a care about nothing? There's nothing to tell us what's right and wrong. And these are the type of people that people listen to. Now, the brother is entitled to his opinion. He's entitled to whatever he feel and think. But I did the video to show you that man always trying to step over God to let us know about his creation and nature and the way he set up things. Now, if a man can be with another man, why can they not reproduce? I just need to know. Why cannot 2 women reproduce? I just need to know. Why don't animals sleep with male animals? 2 lions, male lions, would never touch each other. But he said, according to whatever he said, go look up. Animals do practice homosexuality. In what world? Where can I find this at? Where's the article? I would not go look up no still picture and no article and read what no Gentile saying. I need you to show me the video in motion. I need to see it with my eyes. Do y'all see that our people, they gone, family? They gone. And they trying to pull others away from knowing God. But like I said before, if you allow a man to pull you away from something you believe, you weak and a follower. Do you have any backbone? You have black people running from channel to channel, and they just get caught up in man's philosophy and vain deceit. If a man sound good when he speak, people will gravitate to that man. The only solution for black people is God. If it was not God, can you please do something right now for yourself, please? If you don't need divine intervention, y'all should have been built something. They did it in Black Wall Street coming out of slavery. They used their hands to build. They had their own churches. That let me know they believe God. But y'all say you don't need God, but you have not built nothing. And don't tell me to build something because I believe God. He say he coming to get us. I believe it. Why haven't y'all got yourself out of this condition since you don't need God? I hear the conscious community all the time say we need to do for self. Why you haven't done it yet then? You got people shooting at the Bible saying that now is holy because it got bullet wounds in it. But now that same person is in jail. Well, he out now. He out now. But look at the accusations on his name, though. Now your name tarnished and tainted. That whole conscious community is being ate up with accusations of being pedophiles. All I'm trying to say, family, is don't let nobody, absolutely nobody, pull you away from your power. You stay with him, man. You've been rocking with him. You rock with him until the wheels fall off. I don't care how hard it get. You don't let nobody come and plant something in your mind to turn you away from God, because he's the only one that's been sustaining you, family. You know we all one spark from the brain from going crazy. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. If it was not for God, we would have been went crazy, family. We would have been snapped. This man is holding us together. God is holding us together. We are one paycheck away from being homeless. And this man somehow, some way, through his spirit, is sustaining you, family. And guess how he doing it? By his love. He see the qualities in you that you are trying, and you are giving a sincere effort. And that mercy is upon you. And he have you in the palm of his hand. And under the shadow of his wings, he cover you, family. Don't let nobody turn you away from God with philosophy and vain deceit, with beautiful speeches that doesn't mean anything. I love God so much, man. This man gave me a second chance. It's nothing in this world that I would put before him. I wouldn't even give my salvation up for my own mother. I would not turn on God for my mother or my sisters. I love him so much more. He loved me with an everlasting love that my mother cannot give me. Mother and father will turn on you and abandon you. God has never abandoned me. Mother and father will stop talking to you for after a while. God has never stopped talking to me. Mother and father will curse you out and call you vile things. God has never called me anything vile or disgusting, but have called me his child. and have loved me from the time I was born until a 40-year-old man, and have walked with me in this walk and in this life, and have protected me when guns have been drawn and I could have been shot plenty times, but did not let them pull the trigger plenty times. When the gun was to my head, that is not the only time me being with the wrong crowd at the wrong time when guns have came out. And God said, not today, Satan. You tried to get him when the gun was to his head, Satan. Not today, Satan. You tried to get him when he was at the wrong place at the wrong time with the wrong crowd, and I still protected the whole crowd because of my servant, whom one day I will use for my benefit, was in the midst. Not today, Satan. And he was with me, family, just like he had been with you. Yeah, it may sound good what he was saying, but it did not make no sense to me, because God have set up law and command, and everything move according to nature. Trees grow according to nature. Grass grow back according to nature. All the animals in the animal kingdom do what they do according to nature. He have always been there, family. All you have to do is believe. Where's your faith? If God showed you everything, why would you need faith? If the Lord showed you everything, why would you need faith? What would you hope for? There's nothing to hope for. I have never seen the Messiah, but yet I believe. We have not been gathered yet, but yes, I believe. It don't seem like no one fight for us, but yes, I believe. Everyone hate us, but I still believe. Our children are dying, but yet I still believe. Family, friends, husband, wives, they all turn on us, but yes, I still believe. The world hate us for what we believe in and trusted in God. They call us stupid and dumb, and yet I still believe. Many people have told me I'm crazy. Run your own household. Sitting up there believing in God, and I still believe. Who else, family, can help us in all our cities? Who else can deliver us in all our cities? Who can get us out of this condition from the power of the wicked? Who can rescue us from the hand of the oppressor? Who, family? If man can do it, he would have been did it by now. This let me know this will happen by divine intervention. Unseen forces, weapons drawn, and bloodshed. I love y'all, family. I pray and I hope that y'all have a blessed Shabbat. I will see the beloved family on Monday. Lord, say the same when we gather on Zoom. I will also see y'all tomorrow, if it be God's will. It will be swinging a sword, asking Yahshua to order our steps. We need divine intervention, and we have to stop putting our trust in man. Man can do nothing for us, family, but give us vain words and philosophy and vain deceit. But your power that is in the third heaven, who is guiding you with his eye and his right hand, he is sustaining you. So how can you give his glory to another? How, family? How can you give his glory to another? All I'm trying to get you to do is just open up your eyes and see. That's it, family. I react to these videos for you to think. I didn't demean this brother, say one thing bad. I'm just reacting to the video because everybody want to speak for God. Don't y'all know I don't speak for God. God speak for himself. I'm just reading the scriptures. He's speaking for himself when I read the scriptures to you. He doesn't need my validation. He doesn't need your validation. It was already written from the beginning. It was already here from the beginning. So all we are doing are rehearsing the righteous acts, walking by faith and not by sight, which is not in the Bible, but I had to use it because Christians love to say that, walking by faith, not by sight. And I'm just walking by faith and asking God to uphold my sight that I can see the enemy and the foe. The Ark of 007, I want to say Shabbat Shalom to you, my big sister B Sparrow. I want to say Shabbat Shalom to you, my big brother Jews, and the rest of our beloved family. Amina Coleman, Sister Eve, Monster, Ariel, Nitya, Namaril, all the beloved family. Wonder Word. Man, I just hate leaving people out. Wheezy. The beloved August Dreams, Monster Moshe, Moshe Ben Yehuda, Dior, my beloved sister Dior. I just want to give all y'all, my sister Law Lady K, my big brother Rob. I want to give all my brother Beziella. I want to give all of y'all a big salute. You know why, family? Because every single day you are trying to walk this walk right. Naja Johnson, my beloved brother. You are trying to the best of your ability to walk this walk right. And you're not making excuses for what you go through. You are fighting this fight every day. And I am fighting with you, family. I am side by side with you, family. And we are upholding each other in this little small family. We upholding each other in this little small family. And that's why we have to keep showing love to one another. This is not the time to be fighting and arguing and bickering over things that do not matter. The only thing should matter in the time we live in that right now is peace, love, and joy in each other. The other nations already have what they need. We don't have what we need as a people because we don't have each other, because we refuse to come together as a collective. Even though I know it's not going to happen, but we don't even try. We don't even try. We don't even care about the next man or the next woman or the children, our own mothers and fathers, the elderly. We don't care. It's all about me as an individual. Me, 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 me. But guess what, brother and sister? When we leave up out of here, it's going to be we. So why we can't practice that now? All right, family. I love y'all with the pure heart. Y'all, Brother K. Judah will see y'all tomorrow if it be God's will. Me and Moshe Ben Yehuda will be swinging a sword. We will ask Yahshua through his word to order our steps, to be for your people, to bend down thy ear from heaven and consider our cause and our tears and our sorrow. We need divine intervention. We really do, family. We cannot do this alone. Even though man would convince you that we can do this alone, he is lying to you, man, because we would have been done it already. Salute, family.
Clean up crew. Clean up crew. Clean up crew. C-U-C. Cleaning up false doctrine. C-U-C. Cleaning up false doctrine. C-U-C. Cleaning up false doctrine. C-U-C. CUC, cleaning up false doctrine. Clean up crew. Clean up crew. Clean up crew. Cleaning up false doctrine. Clean up crew. Hey, bring my sword.
Of my beloved sister August Dreams, the one and only. Thank y'all for coming to the Lions Den, family. Let's get it.
Family all around me. Family all around me. He my family, she my family. He my family, she my family. He my family, she my family. We are family. We might have the same last name, but that don't make you my family. I got some people with the same blood, and I know that they can't stand me. I got some people I call that ain't kin that's gonna pull up and handle it. They take care of that business like family. We come from them trenches like family. They talking, you listen, that's family. They don't tell your business, that's family. They calling your phone, coming looking for you. They say that you missing, that's family. They don't need permission, that's family. When you hurt, they can feel it, that's family. Let them come while you cheering, that's family. Let them come when you living, that's family. Family all around me. Family all around me. He my family, she my family. He my family, she my family. He my family, she my family. We are family all around me. Family all around me. He my family, she my family. He my family, she my family. He my family, she my family. We are family. Hey, ain't nobody fighting around here. Ain't nobody shooting around here. Everybody that's around here, family. All love, no hate, be clear. No shade, all love, be real. You love me, know how it feel. Tired of all these badass kids. Tired of paying all these bills. Family going through the same thing, so they know exactly how you feel. They supply a shoulder I can cry. I provide a place where they can heal. Need my money out, they don't steal. Then I'm having if it's for a bill. Soldier for me when they in the field. Only way I live, I'm come around me. Family all around me. He my family, she my family. He my family, she my family. He my family, she my family. We are family all around me. Family all around me. He my family, she my family. He my family, she my family. He my family, she my family. We are family. We might have the same last name, but that don't make you my family. I got some people with the same blood, and I know that they can't stand me. I got some people I call that ain't kin that's gonna pull up and handle it. They take care of that business like family. We come from them trenches like family. Family all around me.
Oh, Most High Yah, I come to you, Father, asking on behalf of our babies, the little ones, who you said that if we should offend these little ones, it would be better for a millstone to be tied about the neck and drawn into the sea. The babies are dying, Father. In the name of Big Brother Yahshua, the babies are dying. And we are praying for the children, that you may sustain them and keep them in the palm of your hand, that no harm may come upon these children. Our people are dealing with mental health issues. This is a hard captivity, Father, and we have no assurance of our life. And when I'm coming to you asking deeply and sincerely, repenting of the sins of our fathers and the sins that we have committed today, though you have been awesome to our forefathers and gave them all their heart's desire. They kicked against thee and rejected thee, and your anger have been kindled unto this day. Bend down thy ear when we call upon you, and consider your people the apple of your eye, who you chose through Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, your friend, and whom you love. and love on your people and be long suffering with your people and have compassion upon your people. And your brother K. Judah want to say, Shalom.